hills are alive with the sound of motorcycles, which can only mean one thing, which is
India Bike Week.
And this year's edition is pretty special because
There are two reasons for that. First thing, it's the 10th anniversary of the India Bike Week. And second thing is Acco Drive is the official digital partner of IBW 2023.
And yeah, we always find an excuse to write down, and this year being a bit more special, we've got these two lovely, beautiful motorcycles.
Exactly. While we could have taken the easier and the shorter route, but for this year's IBW, we have chosen
A neat gem of a road, this twisty, hilly region, narrow, good tarmac of Anuskura. So come along, we'll bring you all the highlights of India Bike Week 2023.
Yo, crank that volume, turn it way up. Get your weapon, get your blade out.
The ride actually began in Mumbai for Arun and I tagged along from Pune. Since I had just done the same route a while back, I was the de facto lead as we quickly got done with the regular highway bit still Karad, turned off towards Malkapur and then landed up at Anuskura. From there on, it was just joy for miles and miles until the final lengthy stretch of fast, open NH66 highway. We were glad to see a lot of bikers actually taking heed of their own safety, being fully protected on the ride. Irrespective of the vehicles, the bikers got into the spirit of brotherhood and the riding discipline amongst them was to be commended. And that just led us to a fantastic start into the festival where these beauties were unveiled.
So while there were a lot of rumors that Kawasaki would unveil the Elementor 450 at IBW 2023, but that didn't happen.
Because they got us the W135 Street, which is basically just the W135 with alloy wheels, tubeless tires and these funky-ish colors. And it did get a price cut. It's around 12 to 14,000 rupees cheaper than before. Do you really think that this is going to make it worth it?
I hardly doubt that this price cut is going to cut it for Kawasaki because still at 1,35,000 rupees, it's on the expensive side. So let's see whether customers would like this or not. What do you guys think? Do let us know in the comments.
Now this is perhaps the hottest bike at India Bike Week 2023 because we were dying to know the price of the Aprilia RS 457 and it has come at rupees 4.10 lakh ex-showroom, which in my opinion is fantastic. What do you think, Arun?
Even I think it's a great pricing because it's a parallel twin motorcycle. It's the first Aprilia motorcycle to be manufactured in India. It has the right specs. It looks proper. I can't wait to ride this bike.
Yeah, I am going to fight to go for the media ride. He's going to fight to go for the media ride. We are not going to back down for it.
You guys let us know who should go for the ride in the comment section. At IBW 2023, Triumph has unveiled the new Tiger 900. It has got a bunch of minor facelifts. What are new updates here?
The 888cc triple now makes around 107 horsepower. It makes a lot more torque than before. The electronics are updated and it'll come in the same GT and Rally Pro variants. Prices will only come in January and the bike will come in India by March. And this bike is now aiming to step up in that sense from the regular 900cc class.
And as I mentioned before, this is an unveil. The bike hasn't been launched yet. What has been launched is so what has Triumph launched is this. It has introduced the new Stealth Edition in the Bonneville family and all the 4 motorcycles in the family get this changes. So what's new on the Stealth Edition, Jehan?
Basically, it's just a paint scheme, fancy paint scheme. So it starts with this dark shade over here and sort of fades its way all the way to the back. It is hand painted.
Hold on, I've seen this somewhere else. I think on the Shotgun 650 concept, we saw the same kind of
the
paint
difference between the Bonnevilles and the Shotgun Custom is that the Shotgun Custom is only 25 units and it will cost you a lakh or more in that sense, whereas this is only around 65-70,000 rupees more than the base. So stealth equals to wealth. That's what it seems like for Triumph and maybe in Royal Enfield.
Ding down, they just think they are. Another little wannabe gangster trying to play hard.
So Harley-Davidson has been a mainstay at India Bike Week right since its inception. And even though this year they had no new bike launch, but they had 4 beautiful customs on the brand new X440, as well as a custom building contest, which the winner will be revealed in due time. But Arun, these 4 customs just look beautiful, don't
Exactly, Jehan. Like lovely custom motorcycles based on the X440 platform. And let's check out each bike in detail.
Don't catch the weight I'm in. Now we doing the block hoodie up for events.
So the first bike is the Rafta made by Bombay Custom Works. It's a flat tracker, looks properly hot. Man, this bike.
Yeah, and I have been bitten by the flat track bug, and this is exactly what Harley-Davidson is all about, their sport racing heritage. Because they won a lot of titles in flat track racing in America and around the world. And I can't wait to take this bike out onto a flat track near Pune or Mumbai and rip this bike. So Shell and the Bombay Custom Works guys have done a phenomenal job.
So the next motorcycle is the Project X. It's a scrambler off-road motorcycle built by Vijay Rajputana. Again, a lovely looking bike.
Yeah, and again, the dirt inferences are evident. Vijay is a keen, die-hard off-roader as much as he loves this track riding. And you can see that with this long travel USD fork, chunky block pattern tires, and then the narrow seat. All in all, making for a great rough roader or even a hardcore off-roader.
Yeah, looks properly hot and more functional also.
Yes. So this one is called Billy the Kid. It's made by Bobby Singh at Old Delhi Motorcycle Customs, and for us it's more of the Jai Viru type of customization because eventually that is where Sholay and that movie was iconified. Yeah.
And it's a great motorcycle for both of us. Maybe next IBW we can come on this. You be on the sidecar, I'll be riding this.
No, we know what happened with that sidecar. It got split up and stuff. I don't want to take that chance. I rather ride. But yeah, this is quite an interesting creation.
Yeah, it has great details like the saddle and the holster for the gun and the exhaust has the fin tail finish. It has a lot of retro charms with the modern thing. It's a perfect amalgamation of the 440 platform, showcasing you can make something modern and something properly retro.
And Thakur will also be happy with this. And finally, the last creation is the Raptor Cafe Racer made by TNT Motorcycles. Again, an old school genre of motorcycles converted in this tasteful looking bike. What are the key elements that you like?
For me, it's that green carbon fiber, the texture, the way it looks, and especially in the bright sunlight, you can see the wheels and everything. It looks properly nice. Second thing for me is the subframe, that whole CNC milled subframe. Again, it's a piece of art, looks properly nice. And the saddle. Everything else on this motorcycle is very modern and you have a proper old school saddle. So it's a nice mix and I really like this motorcycle.
It's sort of like a neo-retro fusion at its best. And this subframe sort of reminds you of, say, a certain Austrian bike or something. But in that sense, it's totally there. So which one of the 4 customs did you like the most? Do let us know in the comments.
On fait la fête en chantant.
It wasn't just about new bikes. India Bike Week usually has a lot more to look forward to, and the 2023 edition didn't disappoint. There were some lovely old school beauties to fawn over. The Bikers Mart had new gear arrivals from Vagator and Rhinox, both of whom had a lot of stuff for the adventure riding folk, including Ashish Rao Rane's new Dakar gear Unveils. Delicious grub, thrilling FMX riders, and fantastic music from the likes of Nuclear kept the crowd thrilled.
Well, we thought IBW 2023 was coming to an end, but Kawasaki gave us a little surprise. You can see a lot of crowd over there, and that is because the brand new Ninja ZX6R is finally here in India. Well, almost here in India, and you're excited, right?
Absolutely, because the 6R is one of the most iconic motorcycles. We don't have a mid-capacity SBK in that sense, so we are very happy that the 6R is back. But more than the 6R, the event. Yeah. How was IBW 2023 for you?
IBW 2023 was bigger, better, and the fact that the owners were more cognizant that their motorcycles are not just machines, but they are their babies. So they were not being overtly revving, although you'll still find a few loose jobs here and there.
Absolutely. The event was very nice. I love the setup and the kind of motorcycle brands and kind of the apparel brands and the riding gear brands.
Yes.
So many Indian brands present over here. So in terms of the overall experience, it was great. The food was good.
Yeah.
The music also was very good. So I'm very excited for the next edition of IBW. What about you?
See you again in 2024 right here in Goa.
Ciao.
Ciao.